Yes mga igala, may adlaw ka na itong tanan. Welcome to sa itong panaguban sa itong tulumanong tambayan sa Radyo Pilipinas. Yes mga igala, no? At uban-uban na sa kita karong adlawan, no? Alang sa mga isgutanan nung angay na itong tambayan mga katambayan, no? Anyways mga katambayan, kamusta mo diha karon, no? Naba mo sa mga mabuting kahimtang, no? O sige ulan na mo diha karon, no? Nakadala na ba ta nagpayong, no? Raincoat or unsa pa ba, no? And then unta no dili busy gid karong mga karong adlaw mga igala, no, kay balon na ta, no? Iluganay, no? Ang tawag na ko anak dira mga igala kasagaran pag magilugay og jeep, tawagan na zombie. Pero zombie to, so all of us are dead na paspag pakita ko lo. Puspos gyud dagan mga tambay, no? Mura mga confid ba iro nga kita og pampers mga igala, no, kanang mga iro gud dira sa kalig igala. No, katong luoy na jud kayo mga igala, no. Anyways mga katambayan, no, last September 27, no, naimbitahan ta, no, para mo tambong, no, sa ika-39 nga anibersaryo sa Coast Guard District Southeastern Mindanao. Medyo magulang na 3 years din kuan mga igala, no, Coast Guard Southeastern Mindanao mga igala. Kung nasa ilahang gipresenta, no, una dira ilahang kuan, no, ilahang pasidunggan ang ilahang mga personay ngon man ang mga mitabang sila, no, nga mga ahensya sa gobyerno, mga katambayan, no. And after that mga igala, no, gipasigarbo sa ilahang commander mga igala na si Commodore Richard Marfe mga igala, no, ang kalampusan sa ilahang ahensya mga igala sunod sa katuig mga igala, no. So nadira mga igala, no, about sa kanang ilang sa rescue, hindi na sa rescue mga igala. Napay uban mga kuan pod, no, napay ubang mga kining hiskutanan pod mga igala, no, nga ilahang ikuan dito sa pagbantay sa tong kadagatan, no. Actually dako kay tabang mga igala and daghan og mga major accomplishments nga nakuha si Coast Guard District Southeastern Mindanao mga igala, no. Alang sa kuno ubang impormasyon nga angay nato masabtan og may baon mga igala, no, pagpinaw nato mga igala ang nahimong presentasyon ni Commodore Richard Marfe, ang commander sa Coast Guard District Southeastern Mindanao. Paminaw na to.
It is with great pride and honor to stand before you today and represent the brave and dedicated men and women of Coast Guard District Southeastern Mindanao as we celebrate our 39th Coast Guard District 7 founding anniversary. This milestone is not just a testament to the passing of time, but most importantly to reaffirm our pledge a year ago to be the Coast Guard of the people, committed to provide the highest standard Coast Guard service here in Davao Region. This celebration is suitably a time for merriment for the humble accomplishments that CGD-7 has successfully accomplished over the past year. This year's anniversary was tailored for a month-long celebration and highlighted by various pre-anniversary activities. And finally, unfolding before us today is the anniversary program proper as the culminating activity which will showcase our modest accomplishments for the past year in the presentation of awards to deserving personnel and units who have diligently performed their duties and assigned tasks. Likewise, due recognition will be also given to our partner law enforcement agencies and to other government agencies who have extended their untiring and unconditional support to this district, thereby contributing to the overall accomplishment of the PCG's mission and functions in our area of responsibility. This year's anniversary theme, Team CGD-7, honoring 39 years of stewardship, vigilance, and professionalism, aptly captures the district's rallying call for dedication to duty and sacrifices as we dreadfully dealing with the challenges that this district is facing in terms of ensuring the highest standard of service in the performance of our mandated tasks. And now, I am pleased to present to you the Commander's Report, reflecting on our challenges, our humble achievements, and the unwavering dedication of the men and women of this district over the past 12 months. This report is anchored on our advocacy that we launched a year ago, entitled Isang Bangka Tayo, encapsulated in the acronym Team CGDSEM, which stands for Training and Readiness, Emergency Response, Adaptability, Maritime Law Enforcement, Collaboration, Code Rapport, Dedication to Duty, Service Above Self, Environmental Stewardship, and Monitoring. For Maritime Search and Rescue, CGDSEM has responded to a total of 77 SAR responses. Each response was meticulously coordinated to ensure the safety and well-being of individuals in distress. As such, these SAR operations successfully rescued a total of 3,599 persons. Likewise, 19 bodies were recovered. For maritime safety, for the period, a total of 50 vessel safety enforcement inspections or PSEI were carried out to ensure vessels compliance with safety regulations and standards. 7,828 pre-departure inspections were likewise conducted. More so, 34 emergency readiness evaluations or ERE were performed to assess the preparedness of vessels and crews in handling emergency situations. Additionally, a total of 10,878 Master's Declaration of Safety Departure or MDSD were recorded, affirming the safety and readiness of these vessels for departure. 66 recreational safety enforcement inspections or RSEI were conducted on the other hand to ensure the safety of recreational facilities. Several fluvial parades were likewise successfully organized and safely conducted. Moreover, to ensure navigational safety, CGDSEM had also ensured the regular repair and periodic maintenance of lighthouses and buoys in southeastern Mindanao. To further improve the district's operational response, timely monitoring the incoming weather forecast, fast and efficient communication system, upgrading and enhancement of communications capability of our sub-units, and equipping all of our stations and substations with reliable internet capabilities were all realized within this period. For maritime security and enforcement, for the period, a total of 10,478 shore patrols were conducted, expanding to a total coastline length of 53,873.05 kilometers. More so, 2,114 seaborne patrols were carried out and played a critical role in monitoring maritime traffic, enforcing laws at sea, and providing a rapid response to any incidents. These seaborne patrols covered a total maritime area of 32,130.43 square nautical miles, which resulted to the apprehension of 4 illegal maritime activities. Likewise, 1,065 sea marshalling operations were conducted. More so, for the period, there were 112 deployment of K9 teams and 1,790 K9 panicking operations were carried out. A total of 12,461 vessels were also monitored, both domestic and foreign vessels, calling force within the district's area of responsibility. Likewise, among the measures continuously implemented by CGDSEM to ensure maritime security includes the strict enforcement of the conduct of safety, security, and environmental numbering system or SSEN to all motor bangka comported within southeastern Mindanao area. At present, a total of 55,678 watercrafts were SSEN registered, now exceeding to as much as 32% of the target number of watercraft that should be registered within our AOR as set to us by higher headquarters. For marine environmental protection, for the period, 2 oil spill pollution incidents were promptly addressed. Likewise, extensive coastal cleanup operations were conducted, covering a total coastline of 2,843 kilometers, with a total of 12,339 kilograms of coastal garbage collected. More so, 33 tree planting activities were organized, engaging local communities in environmental stewardship. Additionally, for the period, we have recorded 1,600 domestic vessel inspections, 828 resort and shore-based facilities inspections, and 472 bunkering supervisions and collected a total of 50,000 pesos marked violation revenue. On the other hand, in line with the direction of higher headquarters to enhance stronger Coast Guard presence and visibility within the period, aside of deploying majority of our personnel and assets to the forefront, we have also activated 1 Coast Guard station and a total of additional 11 substations for an increase of 35% from our number of substations a year ago, and now surpassing the minimum increase of additional number of substations as directed by the Commandant Philippine Coast Guard when he assumed office 7 months ago. Additionally, the personnel of this district, some retirees and family members of the Commander, with the support of the Commandant Philippine Coast Guard, has worked hand in hand and realized and accomplished significant infrastructural construction and improvements. These facilities include the construction of CGDSM Ecumenical and Chaplain Service Chapel, which now serves as a sacred space for prayer and worship, providing spiritual guidance and support to the Coast Guard personnel and their families. The construction of ECDSM Retirees Assistance Building, the very first and only established retirees building in the history of the Philippine Coast Guard, that aims to provide assistance to the retirees as well as serve as a hub for retirees to connect with each other, access PCG resources and services, and participate in various activities. The repair, renovation, and upgrading of Sinaglahi Lounge was likewise undertaken and has given a considerable sense of dignity and pride to the officers and non-officers of this district. And finally, we proudly showcase our efforts on the construction and upgrading of this HCDSM Maalab Hall, replacing the formerly known Phoenix Maritime Evacuation Center. This now enhances the functionality, comfort, and overall experience of the area. It now serves as a hub for various activities and events within the district. The newly constructed HCDSM Maalab Hall is named after the class name of the Commandant Philippine Coast Guard, as a symbol of gratitude to the full support extended by the highly esteemed Commandant to this project, as well as a tribute to his exemplary leadership, commitment, and service that inspires the whole organization. Similarly, we have reconditioned all our available service vehicles into presentable and reliable transports. CDDSM has likewise been strongly involved in social inclusion initiatives and has made significant strides in promoting gender development in its operations and programs. In line with Republic Act 11313 or the Safe Spaces Act, CGDSM has implemented its own district safe spaces policy that provides a safe and respectful environment for all. Notably, the said policy has been instrumental in the subsequent issuance of the PCG-wide Safe Spaces Policy. CGDSM has also conducted gender sensitivity trainings, particularly in its pre-deployment training programs for its personnel, which aims to promote understanding and awareness of gender issues and their impact in the workplace. Also conducted were seminars linked to Republic Act 9262, otherwise known as the Anti-Violence Against Women and Children Act. We also established a modern child care center, the HCDSM Nurturing Facility, which provides a safe and nurturing environment for children of Coast Guard personnel and their families. Coast Guard District 7 has also established a strong partnership with various stakeholders to promote gender development advocacy and information campaign programs. One of the key partnerships is with Talikala Incorporated, an NGO focused on anti-human trafficking for sex trade, and Hope Kapabaihan Incorporated for peace and environmental preservation initiatives. We also partnered with the Integrated Gender and Development Division, the City of Davao, to conduct benchmarking and gather information for the proposed creation of the District Alternative Dispute Mediation Board for complainants who are undecided to file case. On social inclusion, we have successfully launched the National Disability Rights Week and subsequently formulated the district guidelines in the implementation of accessibility and senior citizens program. Further, Coast Guard District Southeastern Mindanao DOH-11 and 802nd PCGH Squadron have forged a partnership through a memorandum of agreement to boost community health through blood donations. The MOA signing also signifies collaborative effort to promote health and well-being of district personnel, as 30% of the total blood donations is only allocated for the emergency use of PCG personnel and their dependents. In addition, this district has recently issued the Public Affairs Office SOP number 01 entitled Guidelines in Social Media Content and Engagement, ensuring operational security, protecting the image of the PCG, and promoting gender equality and social inclusion, focusing on maintaining operational security, safeguarding critical information, upholding the highest standards of professionalism, and promoting gender equality in all online interactions of this district and those shared by CGDSM official Facebook page. This district also taken a significant step toward digital security with the utilization of digital certificate through the Philippine National Public Key Infrastructure or PNPKI in collaboration with DICT 11. This initiative highlights the commitment of CGDSM to align with the national government's effort for stronger cybersecurity measures. As a result, the district has published SOP number 08-24, otherwise known as the Guidelines and Procedures in the application and utilization of the Philippine National Public Key Infrastructure digital certificates for CGDSM personnel. Coast Guard District Southeastern Mindanao has been also actively engaged in various local and international activities, demonstrating its commitment to promote regional cooperation. Within the period, the district has participated in 48 engagements. Locally, CGDSM has strengthened partnerships with government agencies and local governments through activation of stations and substations. Globally, the district has engaged in exchanges, training exercises, and in capacity building programs with international partners, including the signing of a memorandum of agreement with Public Servant Forum in South Korea. For other significant activities, CGDSM has had a remarkable year, marked by several significant achievements. One of the most notable highlights was the historic port visit of Bakamla Indonesian Coast Guard Patrol Ship KN Laut 404 and the Commandant of Bakamla in Davao City last November 2023. The visit demonstrated the strong ties between the Philippines and Indonesia, as well as CGDSM's commitment to promoting regional cooperation and security. In February 2024, CGDSM personnel responded to a devastating landslide incident in Masara, Davao de Oro, which left several people trapped under the rubble. In a miraculous rescue operation, a 3-year-old girl was successfully rescued after surviving for 3 days. The operation showcased the bravery and dedication of CGDSM's personnel in the capabilities of each Coast Guard working group, APA. Another significant achievement was the successful hosting of the ASEAN Coast Guard Forum for ACF 2024. The event brought together representatives from 11 ASEAN countries to share best practices and enhance cooperation in maritime security and safety. In addition, CGDSM has inaugurated its Special Action and Intelligence Committee or SAE in Davao City with the deputization by the LTO Regional Office 11 CGDSM personnel, marking the first Coast Guard unit that has been deputized outside the National Capital Region. Likewise, CGDSM initiated and has launched the Drug-Free Workplace Policy. The policy aims to demonstrate the district's zero tolerance for illegal drugs, educating personnel about their harmful effects, and extending awareness to their families and relatives. Coast Guard District 7 also successfully amended Oplan Jellyfish, a joint operation aimed at strengthening maritime security and preventing illegal activities in the region. Likewise, CGDSM also launched Task Force Ingat Yamang Dagat, an initiative by higher headquarters aimed at protecting the nation's maritime environment. The event was marked by a pledge of commitment signing by stakeholders, followed by a comprehensive oil-spill response simulation exercise participated by maritime stakeholders and PCG floating assets. Ladies and gentlemen, after having registered this modest accomplishment during the past year, Coast Guard District Southeastern Mindanao will continue to live up to our pledge, genuine, selfless Coast Guard service to the people of Davao Region. Our achievements over the past 12 months are testament to the dedication, professionalism, and resilience of our personnel. As we celebrate our 39th founding anniversary, we reaffirm our commitment to the principles embodied in Team CGDSM. We commit to continue to train, respond, adapt, enforce, collaborate, build rapport, dedicate ourselves to duty, serve selflessly, protect our environment, and monitor our waters. Ladies and gentlemen, maraming salamat po at salamat sa inyong tanan. Mabuhay ang Taguig Bayan.
So mao to mga katambay no, ubay-ubay jud no ang ilang accomplishment mga gala, and dito mas nagkakuan no, nagkaroon og medyo kaning saba no, or kaning kuan no, dito mas ning kuan ni usbong mga igala ang Coast Guard katong usa sa mga kuan dito ang ilahang pagtabang sa search and rescue dito sa Masara. Landslide last February mga higala no, pinagi sila ilahang working dog nga si Apa mga higala na naging instrumental sa rescue atong 3 years old na bata mga katambayan no. Although dili man siya nagkalot, dili sila nagkalot, pero ang nagmarking ato kay ang ang search and rescue team sa kining Coast Guard District Southeastern Mindanao mga higala. Anyways mga higala, balik ito man lang sa mga importante paidumdum niya ito si Bianan. Yes mga higala, balik ito dito sa ito panaguban sa tutulumanong tambayan sa Radyo Pilipinas. Okay mga higala, dito sa ikaduhang tambayan nato no. Kuna sa last kuan gyapon no, Friday gyapon ni mga higala, September 27 mga higala no, formal na nga giabrihan ang Mindanao Art 2024 mga higala kun asa no, naa sa 1,000 ka mga kuno, sa kalibo ka mga tawagan ni, sa kalibo ka mga artworks no, gikan sa 35 ka mga art galleries mga higala no. 28 ana is gikan sa kuano, gikan sa Mindanao, lain-lain lugar sa Mindanao, ug ang kuan mga higala ang 7 gikan sa Visayas o Luzon no, nga nagtipon mga higala no, with hundreds of hundreds of artists mga higala no, aron nga kuno no, maghimo og kaning exhibit mga higala no, alang sa kuno pakita ilang expression mga higala, ilang style no, ilang obra maestra mga higala no. Syempre kuan nato ni mga higala, ipasigarbo nato, especially majority ani taga Mindanao, and then kabalutan mga higala na ang Mindanao moy grabe ka kuano, grabe ka tawagan ni, grabe ka vibrant ang culture, and this culture mga higala mo na isa sa mga hinungdan ngano makahimo ta og nindot nga sining mga higala, whether kuno visual, literary, or unsa pa ba na diha mga higala. Very rich ang culture sa tuwa sa diri sa Mindanao mga higala, sa tibok Pilipinas. Siguro kita makaingon na pitag ang rich of culture, it's because klase no, nata diri indigenous people, nato mga lumad, napot mga ang Bangsamoro culture mga higala no, uban pa mga higala no, and of course napot mga Christians din yung mga higala no, tapos na pa mga non-Christians pod nga na din sa kuano. So sagol-sagol no, very it's because of its diversity mga higala sa kultura nato mga higala, nindot ang mga sining no, tapos ang uban na acculturate, acculturate, uban na assimilate, so assimilate sa uban ng kuan nato no, na kultura, tapos na hybridity no, but it's still good mga higala nga nayon inagaping ana klase nga kuan no, pagpakita sa ato sining mga higala. Galing lang mga higala during the speech no ni Kublai Milan, ang presidente sa Lawig Diwa Incorporated mga higala no, medyo kuan kay no, iyang gingon dito nga murag gamay ra gid ang ginakuan sa tuwa sa visual arts mga higala, or sa pagkuan no, which in fact mga higala no, ang kuan man no, ang tawagan niya to ang arts is dili lang siya more of a hobby lang no, it should be no, a livelihood mga higala, no. And the testament here mga higala, no, nga murag booming nga to ang kuan mga higala art industry, no. Tawagan na sa to is the creative industry mga higala, no. It's because nakahimo tay ani nga klase nga mga art exhibit mga higala. And sila sa Lawig Diwa Incorporated mga higala, no. Padayon sila nga nagakuan, no. Padayon sila kuno gani kana sa SM Lanang karon. Di ba? Kana sa SM Lanang karon nga kuan, well, in partnership with SM Lanang and National Commission for Culture and the Arts mga higala, uban pa mga ahensya sa gobyerno nagtinabangay gid, no, para mas makuan kinato ma-enhance ang ato ang creative industry diri not just in Davao City but also in the whole region and also in the whole Mindanao mga higala. It's because nindot yung ipakita nato ang atong kultura through arts, no, whether kuan man, no, whether visual, literary, music, unsa pa ba na, sculpture, kana part siya sa visual arts mga higala, no. So mo na siya ang kuan to. Anyways mga higala, ang ato ang Department of Trade and Industry mga higala napod sila programa on the what you call this, kaning creative industry mga higala. Kung unsa na atong paminawon, no, ang nahimong speech ni DTI 11 Regional Director Sir Romeo Castañaga mga higala, no, sa nahimong katong mga programs nga nakalatag para sa creative industry. Paminaw na to mga higala si Sir Romeo Castañaga.
Today, and we are becoming a partner also of some stakeholders of artists and stakeholders of creative industry in Davao region. And gusto ko lang sana magpasalamat at mag-congratulate but I give justice to the speech that my team prepared for this afternoon. French novelist André Malraux said, "Culture is the sum of all forms of art, of love, and of thought, which in the course of centuries have enabled man to be less enslaved. Art, love, and thought sets us free. It defines our identity as a people, our collective ideals, and ultimately our culture." This is very true here in the island of Mindanao. Despite being part of decades of struggle, of neglect, of strife, we still manage to uphold our identity and our rich culture and heritage. Mindanaoans have developed a unique ability of turning our scars into beautiful affirmation of resilience, courage, and hope. And we have you, our Mindanaoan artists, to thank for it. The stories of this island that you have creatively and sacredly weaved through the years, through your art, has allowed us to see Mindanao as a place of love, the land of promise that we call home, and we shall forever protect. We have done so much despite the limitations you face, and you continue to endure and bloom against all odds. Kublai just aptly put it when he said that being on the edge, you gave competitive edge. Please know that your efforts have not gone unnoticed. We at the Department of Trade and Industry, Davao Region, are one with you in believing that even if we receive so little, we can create so much. There is really a tremendous potential for our artists locally and internationally. Hence, we reaffirm our support to the Mindanaoan creative community in our bid to take our art from the margins to the mainstream. Together, we shall lobby for the Mindanao creatives industry to be thrust to the spotlight it rightly deserves. Through the Malikhaing Pinoy program, a holistic approach to addressing constraints and fears of the industry in accordance to the Philippine Creatives Industries Development Act. And we have begun this partnership last week, as mentioned by Commissioner Villalon. We developed the first creatives roadmap of the country. And through the Commissioner and NEDA, we have the Davao Region Creatives Roadmap, the first in the country. Other events also we launched last year, namely the Feast of Chakadayawan 2023, the first Davao Creative The Davao Region Creative Showcase during the Fiesta Haraya in Makati that featured the works of Davao Visual Art Kublai, Milian, the Tiongko, and the performances of Mantua, Joey Ayala, Bayat Argos, Neil Llanes, the Matayao Cultural Ensemble, and many others. We also provided funding for the cities of Mati, Digos, Island Garden City of Samal, Tagum, and the city of Davao to home local artists and celebrate creativity through the first batch of Lungsod Lunsad project. This year, we are happy to announce, and as mentioned by Kublai, we are funding the Mindanex, enabling Loic Diwa to stimulate next generation of Mindanao arts through our shared service facilities program. The first leg of this collaborative project with Loic Diwa, we shall be providing worth of 2 million pesos of equipment to hopefully allow our artists to improve their craft and access more markets with the able guidance and mentorship of Kublai and his Loic Diwa team. We are also integrating visual arts in the recently approved 2024 regional run of Fiesta Haraya, which the Davao 10, that's culture, arts, and nature. Again, thank you, Commissioner, for that input coming from the Commissioner. So, another allotment for visual arts mentoring program under the Mindanex initiative to benefit Mindanao-based artists and will be divided into some components like Kunang, Garo, Tanong, Kumay. More details about this shall be unfolding in the coming months. But these are just some of the programs that we in the Department of Trade and Industry are pursuing to capacitate our artists triumph through the odds. We sincerely share your hope for a brighter future for Mindanao and Filipino creatives. Here in Mindanao, we have been relegated to the edges so long, but we refuse to shackle to the edge. Instead, we live in soul. Kudos to Kublai, Loic Diwa, and other artists here present for your bravery in telling our story as a people, and for beautifully paying homage to those who have paved the way for us to do so through your art. Thank you for allowing us to see Mindanao the way you imagine. Vibrant, poignant, and diverse yet one. Dalaygon ang Mindanao artist, dalaygon ang Mindanao art.
So mo to mga igala no. Hopefully tuloy-tuloy pa nato gihapon ning kuno kining ginatawa kaning ato ang kuan mga igala no sa kining Mindanao Art 2024 mga igala. Dagan-dagan pa tang mga ang nindot nga hisgutan no about arts and culture mga igala no. Kay daghan pa man itong mga speech atong kuan. Dili na to maisa-isa mga igala kay tungod medyo kapuson po to sa oras pod mga igala no. But anyways, sa tanan din no sa kuan no nindot kung gusto ginatutabangan ng atong mga artist mga igala, although well ang kuan na mga igala no is you don't just buy the painting mga igala, you buy the imagination of the artist mga igala no, the labor of the artist, and also no ang ilahang inspirasyon nga gibuhos ana mga igala, not just for the money but also no for them na ma-share ang ilahang sining mga igala, ma-share ang kultura kung asa man sila gikan mga igala through that paintings or sculpture mga katambayan. Anyways mga katambayan, mga taigong oras hangtod sunod pohon sa samang oras o panahon o sa tibok sa ngalan sa tibok Persa sa DXRP Radyo Pilipinas Davao. Ako inyong nakauban Armando Finiquito alang sa tambayan sa Radyo Pilipinas hangtod sunod pohon mga igala. Daghang salamat ug mayong adlaw amping ta kanunay mga katambayan.